Greetings from TaiyangNews. My name is Michael Schmela and I'm the Managing Director of TaiyangNews. I'm happy to have with me today Radovan Kopecek, who's the Head of Strategy and Education at ISC Constance, one of the leading solar research institutes in Germany. Radovan, hi, good to have you. So we want to talk today a bit about the upcoming BiFi, stands for Bifacial Technology event in Zhuhai, China, which will take place very soon on November 20 to 22nd, so basically in a month. And this will be the 12th edition of this conference. You've been the founder and chairman of this technology event. So what's driving you to organize it this time in Zhuhai, China?
Yes, hello, Michael. Thank you very much for having me. And as you said, I mean, we started bifiPV in 2012 in Constance, and that was the time where still not many people believe that bifacial technology will become mainstream. And now it's a no-brainer that actually in big systems you have to use bifacial modules and going to with this technology to lowest the LCOE. And we believe that now we are in a situation where we have also to introduce bifaciality into IBC technology, because at the moment, as you know, TOPCon is becoming mainstream, and we are quite sure, because we are still on a very fast learning curve, that in future back contact will be one of the dominating cell structures and technologies, and even that back contact will come to utility scale. And that's why we have to make back contact bifacial for the future. And as Aiko is one of the leading back contact producers, it was a quite easy decision to go now to Zhuhai and then to organize it together with Aiko.
Yeah, as you said, so I think we at Aiko is at the moment leading, and we at TaiyangNews have also this well-known top modules table where we check monthly the efficiencies, and back contact technology is the leading technology when it comes to efficiencies, and Aiko has been leading that field for commercial modules for a while, at least in our ranking. And so, on the other hand, when we look at bifacial, that's where probably back contact technology is rather on the weaker level. So it is similar to PERC, but PERC's that's the past. And if you compare it to TOPCon or to heterojunction, the bifaciality factors are much higher. So where do you see the potential? Because you said it's there's quite huge potential.
Exactly. So we have to see at the moment, and this is what everybody will agree, that TOPCon is the next big thing. But let's say the question is, what will follow after TOPCon? And still, we are on a fast learning curve that every year 0.3, 0.3% absolute in efficiency will be added. And now TOPCon has two possibilities to go to so-called polyfingers, or double poly as it is called in China, or IBC. And we are quite sure, because it's, let's say, easier to implement the poly on the rear side than on the front side to make it selective, and also some other advantages. That IBC will be the next step. And as I said, IBC, that it will come on utility scale. At the next stage, it has to be bifacial. And even if the bifaciality is not as high as in the TOPCon technology, the sun still comes from the front side, and the front side is more important. And that's why if you do your LCOE calculation, and of course you have to reduce also, let's say, the complexity and the cost of the IBC process in future. But if you do the LCOE calculations, you will come to the conclusion that actually bifacial IBC can be the winning technology also for utility scale.
Okay, let's maybe delve a little bit into the program of the event. So, what will be the highlights that attendees can expect, and so the focus of this year's event in Zhuhai?
Yes, so thank you for the question. So every bifacial workshop has a different topic. So for example, we had already a bifacial workshop this year in Chambéry, and there the focus was, of course, applications, how bifaciality is also used, for example, in agri-PV systems, and how can we make use of bifacial modules in other systems. So application was the topic. Now it is more about production, because we are in China and Aiko, and even after the workshop, the visitor has the opportunity to visit the production facility at Aiko at the third day. But let's say the highlight of the workshop itself will be a discussion that we already pre-discussed here. Is bifacial IBC really the next big thing after TOPCon? Will bifacial IBC will be able to enter the utility scale market? And just at the beginning of the workshop, we will have a moderated session also by TaiyangNews, by your colleague, where we will discuss pros and cons of bifacial TOPCon back contact and back contact technology. Why back contact technology, we believe, will be the winner. In addition, we will have not Aiko only, but let's say the leading companies in this sector, like for example, Longi is also now betting on back contact technology, and they are also developing their bifacial modules with IBC. So it will be a mix of a discussion, how bifacial IBC will enter the utility scale market, and also, let's say, the presentations of newest developments in this field.
Maybe as a final question, why do you think one should not miss this workshop? You have such a busy schedule over the year with PV events. Why is this one really a one to attend?
Yes, so if you look at the program of the bifacial PV workshop, you will see that we will have excellent presenters, companies like Longi and Aiko, who are pioneering now the IBC arena, and also the institutes from Europe. So it will be really an international event where, for example, also IMEC and TNO will come and present their newest results on module and solar cell technology. So it will be a get-together of leading companies in IBC and also R&D institutes preparing the ground for bifacial IBC to be applied also on the utility scale market.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot, Radovan. Looking forward to see you in Zhuhai.
Yes, thank you, Michael, for having me. And come to the bifacial workshop. It will be really worth it, I promise.
Thank you.